Welcome back to the Orange County Sportsplex here in Hillsborough, North Carolina. We're set for senior night festivities here before the game. So we're going to throw it down to the ice now for the senior night presentation. And as we take a look at the seniors coming out, we'll take a look at our list of seniors for you to let you know who's being honored here in this one. You see the three standing there up right now. That's Josh Carlson, along with the defenseman Daniel Jones, as well as number 21, John Beeson. I've seen a lot of these guys for the last few years as we've covered this team, and they've helped to build a foundation that it has turned this into a really one of the top programs, I would say, in the ACCHL to this point. They've become really, really competitive. I remember from my days in college at NC State, this North Carolina team was one that, looking back at NC State, they always like to play North Carolina. It's a rivalry game, and they like to win. Well, it's not always the case now. This Tar Heels team has been able to play up to the level of the Ice Pack here over the last couple years and create some entertaining games, including this year. As you get a look at a couple more seniors making their way out, that includes Ben Reese and Patrick Kramer. And now moving along the line, Manas Tiwari being honored as a senior as well tonight. But a total, by my count, a total of 10 seniors on this team who will be leaving. So there will be some shoes to fill. Of course, we've got a lot of young talent out there on the ice as well, as we continue to get a look at the seniors moving along. But the seniors being honored, we already mentioned Josh Carlson, Patrick Kramer, John Beeson, Manas Tiwari, and Ben Reese, as well as Daniel Jones, John Miglior, Graham Caron in there as well. And, of course, perhaps the biggest loss making his way down the line right now, that's number 29, Will Douthit, who we'll see in the nets in this one. Douthit has been, to me, one of the most fun players to watch. Even as a goaltender, you don't think about that as much, but Douthit has been a lot of fun to watch in the net. He's done a great job of keeping North Carolina in some of these games where they have haven't played their best and haven't necessarily been in a position where they necessarily deserve to win, but they were put in that position by a great goaltender in Will Douthit, and were able to come away with some of those wins. But some great memories for these guys as they're honored here at senior night in Hillsborough. But a congratulations to all of them, and we wish them the best of luck as they move forward in their lives. They've certainly left an impact here with the North Carolina club hockey team. There's a look at Graham Caron coming out. And now they'll get set for the national anthem, so we'll take one more quick break here at Orange County Sportsplex. We'll be back with Puck Drop on the other side. There you get a look at Will Douthit as we come back to you live from the Orange County Sportsplex here in Hillsborough, North Carolina. The senior netminder getting ready for his senior night matchup against the West Virginia Mountaineers. You get a look at their bench there in net. The starting goaltender is Reno Patrick. On the other side, it looks like the Tar Heels will go with the line of Kramer, Foster, I didn't get a look at that other number buried down here in the corner. Not always the easiest to see. Tar Heels will control as we start play. Jones works it around the wall. Moved up and out. Foster will bring it down the near left wing. To the top of the circle. Holds. Looks to the middle right through the legs of Jones. Good chance there early. And the Tar Heels couldn't direct it on goal. Mountaineers will break it out now. Only getting as far as the Tar Heel blue line before the boys in blue take back over it. They'll flip it into the corner. Miglior chases it down, can't clear it out. Swatted back in by Ben Murphy and around the wall where the Tar Heels can collect. Big hit at the blue line. As the Tar Heels able to get it out, that was Foster who led to the bench after taking that one. Tar Heels trying to set up the forecheck. Moving it up the near wall and out. Alex Delaney banks it into neutral ice. Tar Heels able to turn it back. Mahan gets a stick to it before it's flipped back up and out. And UNC will reset at the defense. Moved over to the near side. Gleason He'll work it back across. Has Saboden with speed down the right wing. Looking to the middle, on and off the stick of Leighton Walsh. One-timer from the blue line, and Gleason puts it right into the glove of Reno Patrick. That'll be the first shot of the game. And the Tar Heels will get an offensive zone face-off as Patrick is up to the task here early. A little over a minute into this one, as Walsh will take the face-off against Mohart, who wins it for the Mountaineers. They'll look to break out from the far corner. Up that far wall, it's banked out of the zone by Shepard. Holding down the fort, though, Simon Malone sends it back in for the Tar Heels. Good forecheck there from Mahan, knocks his man off the puck. Walsh picks it up for UNC. Back to Gleason. To Walsh along the half wall. He'll spin it deep. First one to it is Mohart for West Virginia. He'll clear it up the wall for Murphy, and he sends it rink wide. Chasing it down is Chase Shepard. He'll be the first to it for WVU. Cycling behind the net and into the near corner. Works it back to the blue line, still in control. Leaves it there for a teammate, and Isaiah Forsythe. The defenseman will go D to D. Quick shot. Douthit didn't see it, and it just missed wide. Tar Heels dodge a bullet there, and now they get a chance to lift it up and out into the neutral zone. First one to it, Mahan trying to glove it down, but can't, and it's lifted in by James Beal of the Neers. Tar Heels back in control. Carlson sends it behind his own net. They'll work it up the wall and out. Well, just about out. Good forecheck. Way to hold the blue line by West Virginia. Forcing it down that far wall now is Luke Evangelista. He'll be pinned against the wall momentarily. Lifts it to the middle. Getting a stick to it was Motzko, but couldn't control. And now the Tar Heels Friedman gets it out to the red line, but it's shot right back in by Josh Plotkin. And now they'll direct it in on goal. Douthit will shoulder it down and cover up for the faceoff, as West Virginia has been able to put some pressure on here in the last couple of minutes. They did a nice job just in that sequence of holding the blue line well. And that's usually what the Tar Heels are good at, is getting in on the forecheck and not allowing a team to get out of their own end. Tar Heels on the other end of it right now. They'll win the faceoff and clear it down. Here comes Beeson. Quick shot. Patrick will make the save and hold on with the glove, as that shot came from the near wall. Not a great angle on that one. Neither shot really has come from a high danger area for the Tar Heels. That's their second of the game. But they'll get their second offensive zone face-off here. Not quite 3 minutes gone. DeCalo to take the face-off for West Virginia. Up against UNC's Ben Reese. He'll win the draw. Tar Heels go to work in the near corner right in front of us. The 2-on-2 battle. Piot will come out with it for West Virginia. Backhands it up the wall, but not out. Reese pitchforks it to the far side. Chasing it down is Joseph Palahunic. He'll lift it up and out. Looks like it hit a Tar Heel, though. Icing will be waved off as Daniel Jones chases it down for UNC. Up the wall. And that's going to be shut down. Well, not quite. It was offsides as the Mountaineers couldn't hold the zone. And it'll be a face-off right in front of the Tar Heel bench here. 16:41 to go in the first period. Really nothing doing so far for either side. Both teams have been able to get at least one shot on goal. But again, nothing really dangerous yet. Tar Heels control another draw. Jones on the near side wall. Gets it into neutral ice. Lugging it down and into the near corner is Hogan. He'll be bodied up as he shields the puck. 3 Mountaineers there. They'll come away with it. It's Lane trying to clear it out. Deflected back to Beal, and he'll chip it into neutral ice for West Virginia, but the Tar Heels back in control. Jones on the near side. He'll go off the far wall looking for Kramer on the bank pass. Kramer only gets a piece of his stick on it. Can't control. Cleared back out by Lane, but right onto the stick of Henry Foster. He'll be taken down. Play will continue along the near side. Tar Heels regain control. It's Foster again. He's had a motor here to start this game. Nice hit here in the near corner as well. That'll help keep the puck in. High slot. Trying to get to it, Foster. It was stuck in his skates, and Stankiewicz will take over. But nice job by Malone to glove it down and tee one up from the far blue line. That one sticked away nicely by Patrick. Shoveled back in by Gleason. Good work on the forecheck here from the Tar Heels, but it looks like West Virginia will get it out as Mark Stankiewicz moves to the red line and clears it down. Mountaineers need a change. Tar Heels will have some space to move it out. Malone A little fake pass, lost the puck for a moment, had some help, but Mahan couldn't corral it. So West Virginia will reset. It's Forsyth on the near side. Up to Mohart. He'll take a hit and get it out to the Tar Heel blue line now. Down the near wing, Mahan takes a shot. Patrick gloves it and holds on. That's the 5th shot of the game so far, or pardon me, the 4th shot of the game for the Tar Heels. Here in the first 5 minutes, they're starting to carry play a little bit more. Had a little more extended zone time here in the last minute or so. Off the draw, Mountaineers clear. Nice job by Shepard to knock down a pass, and he's going to race forward with it down the right wing. Into the corner, he'll circle behind. Wills Kendrick Holmes knocks him off the puck, but right there Murphy to center it. Work back to the blue line, over to the near side for Forsyth. He'll hold it there, into the corner now, Shepard again. Working that near circle, back to Forsyth. Across now, Plotkin. Throws it cattywampus into the near corner. Off the wall, taken by Leighton Walsh. He'll cycle it around the boards. Looking to get it back from his winger. Can't work there with Saboden. And the Tar Heels have to reset. Graham Karen sends it around the wall again. And we've got a whistle. And it looks like we're going to get our first penalty of this hockey game. Wait and see. I'm down here in the far corner away. I did not see who it was called against. It's going to go against Graham Karen of the Tar Heels. That's a tough one. First power play of the game going to go to West Virginia, as Hogan will take the draw for UNC up against Alex Evans of West Virginia. It'll be one to the middle and cleared right out. Nice job by the Tar Heels. They have won 5 of the 6 draws here early in this game. That's going to be important as the game wears on. When you have to chase the puck and you can't get control of it right off a draw, it usually wears you out a little bit more. Tar Heels get it deep for a second time. About 20 seconds gone on the West Virginia power play. With Speed Evans looking across, it'll be taken off the wall by Evangelista, who carries it in. Drags it around Hogan and into the corner. Gets some help there from a couple of teammates. Shepard is there, has it knocked off his stick, and sweeping it all the way down the ice is Daniel Jones. They'll kill off more time as Patrick, get a look at him up close there, will set it on a tee for Plotkin. Up the near side, Mohart. All the way across, Evangelista has space down the left wing. He'll stop up as he gains the blue line, but it looks like a Mountaineer came in early. They'll be offsides. .13:28 to go in this first period. 1:04 left on the man advantage after the penalty to Simon Malone. Again, the Tar Heels able to control it forward. Maybe a shorthanded chance. Leighton Walsh stopped up at the blue line. He had Kramer going with him. They're able to get it deep and waste some more time, though. That one could have been big. Tar Heels got a big shorthanded goal against Virginia Tech the last time we were here. And that's something they've been good at, is that what's being coined now is a power kill in the world of hockey, where you see a lot of the skilled players who usually aren't out there to kill penalties now getting some time killing penalties and doing a good job and getting some scoring chances in the process. Working with it now was Malone, and pardon me, Graham Karen. I misspoke. Graham Karen is the one in the penalty box. He's got 15 seconds left there. Tar Heels clear it deep again. Patrick out of his net to play it once more. He'll leave it for Ty Buckley. Looking up the near wall. Stepping in front is Jones. He'll deflect it into the netting, and we'll get a face-off in neutral ice. And this face-off will be back at center ice. 12:28 to go in the period. Just 4 seconds left until we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. West Virginia wins the draw this time. Pyatt looking over to the far side. He had Motzko there. On and off his stick. They'll dump it deep. First one to it, Daniel Jones for the Tar Heels. Swipes it around the wall. Held in by the Mountaineers. Evans looking in the middle. Quick shot off the stick of Evangelista. Skitters just wide. Tar Heels looking to clear. Evangelista gloves it down at the blue line and keeps it in.
Now Miglior in control for UNC. Trying to clear it out, but can't. Quick one-timer coming off the stick of Palahunic. Deflected wide. They'll battle in the near corners. You get a look up close. That's Reese. Sends it around behind for Friedman. Now looking back up from the far corner. It's out of the reach of Reese and all the way down. They're going to wave off icing, though, as Reese is the first to it behind the net. Looks out in front. One-time shot right into the crest of the uniform. Perino Patrick, who holds on. A good chance there for the Tar Heels. Perhaps the best of the game, but it'll stay a scoreless hockey game for now. And again, that penalty to Graham Caron has come to an end. So we're playing back at full strength on both sides. Reese to take the draw for UNC. They'll control. Reese again, looking over to the far wall. It'll be wrapped around the boards. First one to it is Caleb Carnell of WVU. Tar Heels stop it up along the half wall and send it back to the far corner. Lane there for it. Sending it up the wall for Pinchison. He has it knocked off his stick. Tar Heels still putting the pressure on. Diving out is Patrick. It's off his stick and into the net. First goal of the game to the Tar Heels. I'm not sure who they will credit it to. It was swiped in on goal. And Patrick dove out trying to make a play on it and ended up chipping it up over his own head and into the net. Well, based on the order, the guys going through the bench, I think they're going to give this to Reese. But with 11:20 to go in the first period, Tar Heels take the 1-0 lead. West Virginia will control off this face-up. Battle ensues right in front of the penalty box. It's sent to the middle, where it can be knocked down by Alex Delaney, but not controlled. Works its way to the near wall. Now Kramer. Bank pass into the zone. Forsythe has it now for the Mountaineers. Lifted off the glass and out. Foster sweeps it back in for UNC. Delayed offsides on the Tar Heels. They're going to have to check up and go back after it. That'll give Plotkin some time to pick up speed. He looks to the near wall for Delaney, and getting to it first, it was Hogan there. They'll knock it up into the netting again, and we'll have another neutral ice face-off with 10:48 to go in the period. Well, a good start here for the Tar Heels. By my unofficial count, I've got them out shooting West Virginia 6-1 at the moment, including not allowing a shot on the power play. Let's see if they can continue to extend that lead. They win this draw and retreat back into their defensive end. Gleason up the near wall. They get it deep. Kramer will carry it in. Looking around behind, throws it out in front. Deflected off the stick of Patrick, and the shot from Foster just line on the far side. Back to the point. Malone through traffic. A nice kick save from Patrick. One-timer from Gleason hits a body in front. He'll try again, and this time it's deflected off a stick and into the netting behind the goal. It'll be an offensive zone face-off for UNC with 10:22 to go. Here on the near side, Leighton Walsh will take the draw up against Alex Evans. Evans wins it for West Virginia. Lane on the near corner has it knocked off his stick, though. And the Mountaineers going to have to cycle it behind to try and get it out. Palahunic up the wall. Can't get it out, though. Swiped right back in by Malone. On the near corner, they battle now. Evans lifts it off the wall. Gleason holds the zone. Pass Sabotin, it'll cycle behind the net. Mahan in there to pressure Palahunic. And they'll battle with it in their skates. Palahunic deflects it to the near wall. There's Nick Lane, who finally gets it out. Evangelista knocks it along. We're going to be carried up by Motzko. They'll send it deep behind. Steered along by Douthit. They lose it behind the net, though, do the Tar Heels. Evangelista knocked off his skates, and the Tar Heels will take over. That could have been a dangerous chance for Evangelista, but the Tar Heels able to clear the zone. Lane in control. He'll backhand it in. Douthit comes out of his net to play it off the near wall and up. Great pass for Sabotin, who's got speed down the near left wing. Looking to the middle. He finds Mahan, who carries it into the corner. Gets stuck in his skates, shoveled up the wall. Leighton Walsh will hold the zone. Back down the boards for Mahan. Backhand to the middle, off the skate of Plotkin, and he'll kick it to the far corner, where it can be carried out by Pinchison. He'll get stopped up at the Tar Heel blue line in front of their bench. Back to the red line. Plotkin looking to clear it in, but can't. And UNC lugs it forward one more time. Mangle coming in, and a big save by Patrick, who got a stick out to knock that one away. Mangle in the near corner. Trying to center the puck. It's intercepted. Mountaineers clearing it out. Breakout pass off the wall. Pinch isn't first to it. They'll have to work in neutral ice again. Tar Heels doing a great job. We talk about how good of a job they do on the forecheck of holding their blue line on the offensive end and keeping pressure on their opponent. They're doing a great job of not really allowing West Virginia clean entry into the offensive end right now. Plotkin up the far wall. Intercepted by Beeson at the red line. He'll lift it back in. Tar Heels check up on a delayed offsides and go after it. Delaney lifts it into her teammate's body in Plotkin. He's going to draw a penalty here on Friedman for a late hit, it looks like. Patrick to the bench. Delaney carries it into the near corner. And we've got a whistle as the Tar Heels touch up. And we'll see. Plotkin could have potentially gotten called for a retaliatory slash there as well. But I think they'll be a little bit lenient on him there. It wasn't a hard slash, and it certainly didn't hurt Friedman as he went back to the bench. And so it'll just be the penalty on Noah Friedman for interference. And the Tar Heels will have to kill off another power play. They did hold the Mountaineers without a shot on the last power play. But West Virginia wins this face-off to start the power play off. To the far side, Evangelista wraps it around the wall. Stopped up behind the net by Evans. Back to the top of the near circle for Mohart. He's knocked off his skates. But the Mountaineers able to maintain pressure in the offensive end. It'll be a board battle over on that far wall. 3 Mountaineers, 2 Tar Heels, and it's a blue jersey that comes away with it. Nice work to clear it out there by Foster. And now Patrick going to come out to the corner to play it as Hogan just about got there first. Deflected to the middle by Foster. Maybe a chance for Hogan, but it's swatted away and out of the zone by Alex Evans. And West Virginia will reset. Plotkin back behind his own net. Breaking out up the near wall for Mohart. Backhands it along for Evangelista as he goes to the far side with it. Evangelista stops near the hash marks on the far side. Shovels it deep for Chase Shepard. He'll work with it in the corner. Back to Evangelista. Up top now, James Beal. Over to the near wall. Slapper hit a body and deflected out of play as Nick Mohart took that shot. And the play will stop with 6:54 to go in the period and 58 seconds left on the power play for West Virginia. Well, this game has been pretty much as advertised so far. We expected it to be a close one and a good battle. And right now the Tar Heels doing a very good job of limiting the chances for West Virginia. They've had a lot of zone time here, but I haven't seen a shot get to Douthit yet on this man advantage. Good pressure from the UNC penalty kill. They'll get it into neutral ice. Turned right back in, though, by Ben Murphy. Looking to cut to the middle. Loses the puck, and it's cleared out by Simon Malone. And Patrick comes out to set it up for Beal as West Virginia resets. 30 seconds left on the power play. Ducalo leaves it in the middle for Beal. Back up the wall, past Ducalo. Has another teammate there going after it. That's Stankiewicz to Murphy. Centering pass, didn't find a stick for West Virginia, and a chance in transition for Leighton Walsh. He's going to take it to the net, and a nice play by Beal to knock him off the puck and not allow a shot away. 9 seconds left on the man advantage, so the Tar Heels look like they'll kill another penalty here as they continue to put pressure on in the near corner. Picking up the loose puck now is Walsh. He's going to reset as the Tar Heels are back to full strength. It's 5-on-5 again with just under 6 minutes to go in the period. Up the far wall again for West Virginia. Chopped at and hacked in by Murphy, but the Tar Heels will get to it and bring it right back up. Mahan with some speed down the near left wing. Into the corner, putting some pressure on Tyler Payot. You look up close at it here. Coming away with it, Mahan, taking it towards the net, knocked off his stick. Here's Hogan at the blue line. Walking it down low, looking to the middle, off a skate, over to Jones in the far circle. Looks to the center in the slot, it's Mahan, can't get a shot off. Comes to Hogan, his shot patted away nicely by Reno Patrick. 7th shot of the period for the Tar Heels. Still only have one shot up there for West Virginia. Hogan fending off a man, but can't keep the puck, as in to steal it away was Piot. And West Virginia finally able to work it out. Stankiewicz lugging it in. He's around Jones, looking for a shot. Glove save by Douthit. And it'll be collected on the rebound by Daniel Jones. Under 5 to go in the period. It's an important stage of the game for the Tar Heels. For the most part, it's felt like they've outplayed West Virginia aside from the power plays, but they only have a 1-goal lead to show for it right now. Mountaineers get it deep again. Douthit steers it into the near corner. Karen wraps it around the wall. It'll be backhanded out by Misha Saboden. Not quite, actually. Sent to the middle, and they score. Great vision there from number 55, Luke Evangelista, as he finds Alex Evans. And it's 1-1 with 4.5 to go in the first. Well, and that's what you wanted to avoid if you were the Tar Heels. They had killed off the penalty, had a chance to build that momentum back up, but credit to West Virginia. They got a lot of zone time, and they built on that, and were finally able to get one past Douthit. Tar Heels going right back to work, though. Foster gets it deep before losing it. Cleared out and unable to hold the zone is Graham Karen. He'll have to chase it down with Ben Murphy in tow. Sent right back up the near wall and out. And it hit a West Virginia player, so icing is waved off here. Foster in pressure. Beal sends it around the wall. Kramer keeps it deep. To Foster behind the net. Kramer again. Along for Hogan. Looking to the middle. They'll backhand it right out of the zone, as unfortunately Maloney unable to get to it at the blue line. Not a bad thought there from Hogan. Just didn't have anyone in the right place to receive it. Now it's Reese. Under some pressure. Can't clear it out. Pardon me, Kendrick Holmes there. And he'll have to retreat and try and defend on Mohart. Back to the blue line. Walking that line. Palahunic takes the shot. He scores. Through traffic. I don't know if Douthit saw it or not. And just like that, 2 goals almost exactly a minute apart, and West Virginia's got the lead. And now these last 3.5 minutes of the period going to be very important for North Carolina to try and build up some confidence as we close out this period. And we've got a whistle, and it looks like our first power play of the game for North Carolina. And it looks like, based on the body language, it'll be Patrick Brown. No, pardon me, it'll be number 16, Tyler Pyatt, who will head to the box. First West Virginia penalty coming just 8 seconds after the goal that gave them the lead. Off the draw, Carolina will control, but we got a hand pass as David Mahan knocked it down with a glove, and the first one to touch it was Hogan. So the face-off just outside of the offensive zone for the Tar Heels. It'll be won by West Virginia, cleared out, and it looks like this time Mahan got a high stick on it. And so they'll have to restart once again. Only 10 seconds gone on the penalty to Tyler Pyatt for interference. Face-off, though, will be in the North Carolina end. Hogan to take it up against Mitchell DiCarlo. Tar Heels win the draw, and they'll work it back behind. Now they've got space to break out. Looking to the middle, Mahan carries it in, hands it off for Daniel Jones to bring it down to the corner, threw it off the side of the net and around behind. Saboden the first to it for the Tar Heels. They'll set up the power play now. Foster up top. Top of the near circle now, Jones. Back to Foster. He'll size one up, and it hit a stick on the way through and deflected high. Kept in the zone by Foster at the near point. He'll walk the line. Has some space to shoot, and does this time. Patrick got a blocker to it. Nice save by Reno Patrick. Tar Heels still working with it on the power play. Taking a hit, Saboden gets it up top for Foster. Over to the near side, and a save made on Mahan by Patrick. And again, it's Mahan in control along the wall. Back up top for Foster. He'll work it to Jones. Walking it down the wall, trying to center. Nice stick there from Plotkin. He'll disrupt the pass. Looking to clear it out now is Patrick Brown, and he will do so successfully. 43 seconds left on the man advantage for North Carolina. This is the third power play between the two teams. Nobody has scored yet. As a matter of fact, we've only got a shot or two combined on the 3 power plays. And now maybe a chance here for West Virginia. Evangelista has it poked off his stick, trying to break into the zone. Palahunic, who had the last goal, loads up a wrist shot and clears it deep. Misplayed behind the net by Malone, and fortunately Douthit on his toes will cover up as Simon Malone just lost some focus there for a second. And squirted a puck out in front. 1:35 to go in the period. 15 seconds left on the Tar Heel man advantage. And they got one nice stretch of offensive zone time, but outside of that, they haven't really got much. Good chance there for West Virginia off the draw. They can't put it on goal. Down to the last 5 seconds of the man advantage, so it looks like the Tar Heels will start their power play off 0 for 1 here tonight. Pyatt back on the ice. He'll be replaced by Shepard. We're playing 5-on-5 for the last minute 15 of this period. Brought in by Leighton Walsh. He'll stumble across the blue line, and it looks like that slowed him up enough to be offsides. .109 left on the first period clock. Reese will take the faceoff for the Tar Heels up against number 12, Nick Mohart. Mohart wins it backwards, and West Virginia will carry it up the near wall and in. Thrown to the middle. Sent right back out nicely by Wills Kendrick Holmes, and the Tar Heels going to move forward. If they move quickly, it might be an odd man rush, but a big hit on Tawari, who gets it deep. I'll get a pass back. Can't control, and once again the Mountaineers lift it up and out. First one to it is Graham Caron for the Tar Heels. Ben Murphy on him. He'll bank it off the near wall and out to the red line. Tar Heels will look to center. That's going to be intercepted by DiCarlo. They'll pin it up against the wall, and West Virginia able to work it out. Bringing it in now, DiCarlo working to the net, throws it on Douthit, who swallows up the rebound and holds on for a face-off. 27.4 to go here in this first period. It was a good start for the Tar Heels. They were getting more offensive zone time. They were leading in shots, still by my count are at 8-5. But that has shifted ever since that second power play. West Virginia obviously didn't score on it, but they got a lot of time in the offensive end, and they were able to stay there after the power play ended. And that's what got the momentum going. Rink wide pass, Foster looking for Kramer. It's all the way down to be the first to it though, so Reno Patrick comes out for it. And play will continue. 3 seconds to go in the period. Maybe one last chance if Foster can put it in front. That centering pass is denied, and we're 20 minutes into this one. Tar Heels got the first one, but it was 2 goals in about a minute's worth of time in the last 5 of the first that give the Mountaineers a 2-1 lead after 1. We'll be right back here at the Orange County Sportsplex. After 20 minutes here at the Orange County Sportsplex, it's West Virginia 2, North Carolina 1. I've got Alex Evans with me here from the Mountaineers. Put the first one in the net for West Virginia. Before we get to those goals, I want to talk about how the period started. It felt like North Carolina had a little bit of a jump to start, and you guys kind of had to fight back. What kind of adjustments were made there to get things going late in the period?
We had a pretty slow start, and we figured we increase our aggressiveness, and good things will happen. And we forechecked hard. We got some more possession time with the puck, and we started to turn it around.
And it wasn't long after that second power play you were able to put that first one in the net to tie the game. What were you seeing? You were right there out in front to score.
Yeah, I had a little bit of space around front. Evangelista, he made a really nice play, creating some space, and he gave me a great pass in front, and I didn't have to do much.
All right, well, you got the 2-1 lead headed into the second period. You got the momentum, obviously, with 2 goals in the last 5 minutes. What's the game plan for you guys as you head out there for period 2?
Keep playing aggressive, get as many shots on net as we can, and keep scoring.
All right, thanks, Alex, and good luck in the second period.
Thank you.
That's Alex Evans of the West Virginia Mountaineers. We're going to take another quick break. We'll be right back here at Orange County Sportsplex. Welcome back to the Orange County Sportsplex, still at the first intermission between your North Carolina Tar Heels and the West Virginia Mountaineers. Just talked with Alex Evans of the Mountaineers about the first couple of goals. They came late. Tar Heels got off to a good start. They had the advantage in zone time. They were getting the shot advantage. And again, my count is unofficial, but I have them at 8-5 leading in shots right now. But late in that period, you heard Alex Evans talk about it. They amped up the pressure a little bit, mentioned it on the broadcast as well. It got tougher for North Carolina to get out of their own end. That created some chances and put the Mountaineers on top after 20 minutes. They're just about set to get going. If you're the Tar Heels, I think you saw a little bit more chip and chase out of them late in the period that allowed them to get into the zone, get deep, and get some pressure. And we'll see if they get back to that as they get into the second period. Zamboni just finished here at Orange County Sportsplex, so we're going to step aside one more time. When we come back, second period action between your North Carolina Tar Heels and the West Virginia Mountaineers. 2-1 West Virginia after 20 minutes. We're back for the second period here at the Orange County Sportsplex in Hillsborough, North Carolina. North Carolina Tar Heels on senior night, trailing after 20 minutes to the West Virginia Mountaineers. You get a look at the score there, 2-1. And those goals for West Virginia came 59 seconds apart with 4.5 minutes and about 3.5 minutes to go. The first one from Alex Evans as he poked it home on the doorstep on a nice pass from Evangelista. And then the second one, a shot through traffic from Palahunic to give West Virginia that 2-1 lead. They've switched sides. It's the period of the long change. We'll see what the Tar Heels can do as they control off the opening draw. I had face-offs pretty even at 8-8. Again, disclaimer, there certainly are a few inaccuracies in there trying to keep up with that and call the game at the same time, but should give us a pretty good look at least the trends. This looks like a loose puck in front and a big save by Douthit. The pass from the corner from Daniel Jones is early in the period, and I think just a little bit soggy over in that corner. There was a puddle, and he kind of fanned on the pass. Anytime there's a puddle on the ice, that puck can get stuck, and that's what it looked like happened on that one, and gave West Virginia a golden opportunity. Big save from Douthit, who gave up 2 goals on only about 5 or 6 shots in the first period. Tar Heels, by my count, had a brief advantage, or a slight advantage is probably the better way to put it, in shots. I had them at 8-5, and again, probably a little bit different than that, but they did, I think, have a slight advantage in shots. Problem was there were a few more high-quality chances for West Virginia. Right off the draw, a shot from the point by Beal, hits a body in front, never gets to Douthit, and the Tar Heels will clear it out. We've got another hand pass as the Mountaineers glove it back in. So this face-off will be on top of the North Carolina blue line here on the near side. 19:21 to go in period number 2. Still early on. West Virginia carrying the momentum, or hoping to, into this second period. Here's Delaney to the middle. They score! Great finish by Stankiewicz as Alex Delaney made a nifty little move to get around Malone, or around Gleason, pardon me, and put it home, and it's a 3-1 lead 48 seconds into the period. And really no chance on that one. You talk about good opportunities, that was one of them for West Virginia. UNC controlling the faceoff this time. Can't get much past the red line. It'll be carried in by Murphy. Quick shot. Hit the skates of Graham Karen on the way in and deflect to the far corner. Karen lifts it up the boards for Beeson. He's got Friedman with speed. Pitchfork to the near side. Patrick Kramer will go after it, and he beats out the icing call. Stuck behind the net. Friedman gets a stick to it. Looking for Kramer. That's disrupted and sent up the far boards, but kept in by Beeson at the blue line. Down into the corner. Working with it, Friedman. Pressure there from Forsyth will knock the puck loose, and again, Mountaineers can't get it out. Forsyth again sweeps it around to the near corners. You get a look up close. Chase Shepard puts it through the legs of Wills Kendrick Holmes and finds Plotkin, who moves it forward. Now in comes West Virginia. Mohart hauled down by Wills Kendrick Holmes, and an untimely power play from the perspective of North Carolina here after just giving up a goal a minute ago. Now they're going to have to defend on a hooking penalty against Wills Kendrick Holmes. Off the face-off. Looked like the Tar Heels won it, but a good hustle play there by Ty Buckley to push it out in front. Douthit will hold on. And this time, Tar Heels are able to clear it out of the zone. Chasing after it, Foster. He's been great on the kill all season. Knocks his man down, gets to the loose puck, and sweeps it in front. Nobody in a blue jersey there, though. First to it, Hogan. Looking to send it to the middle off a stick. Looked like it was the goaltender, Patrick, who steered it into the corner. Mountaineers clear it out to neutral ice at the red line. Daniel Jones sweeps it back in. They'll play ping pong. Jones again swatting at it, clears it deep. And Reno Patrick out to play it for the Mountaineers. Swept around the wall. Picked up by Murphy. Can't clear it out, though. Great pressure here from North Carolina on the penalty kill. 1:15 to go on the penalty to Wills Kendrick Holmes for hooking against Nick Mohart. West Virginia resets behind their own net. They'll work it up the near left wing. Nice hit laid there by Reeves. He'll go at it with Murphy. And the Tar Heels clear it in again. Nice job by UNC. They've done a great job on the penalty kill really all season so far. And they, by my count, by my memory, I have not seen a shot on the power play from West Virginia, really, except for that, you could probably consider a shot by Ty Buckley early on in this power play. Now a chance in front, hit from behind in front of the net was a Tar Heel, and he's being laid on by Patrick back behind the play. This is a temporary 5-on-3 for West Virginia. Mohart, who drew the penalty, sweeps it wide. Sent right back in by Stankiewicz. Around behind the net, Evans, the first goal scorer. Leaves it for Mohart. Back up top. Tar Heels will disrupt, and Leighton Walsh clears it all the way down. Reno Patrick gets to it. He'll leave it off for Plotkin behind the net. Running out of time on the power play, down under 10 seconds to go on the man advantage. Kendrick Holmes up on the boards, ready to come back out. And the Tar Heels have killed it off. We're back to 5-on-5. Mohart sweeps it around the wall. Over to the blue line. There's a change being made. Shepard was there, but he was headed off the ice. And so it skitters out to neutral ice. Palahunic, who scored the go-ahead goal in the first period, will control. Having trouble, though, in the neutral zone. Tar Heels with good pressure. Plotkin off the wall for Evangelista, who's already got an assist in this game. Dispossessed by Mahan, out in front. But a nice job by West Virginia to protect the front of the net, and they'll move it forward. Moved in, but they're offsides. Evangelista was trying to connect there with Ducalo, and now the Tar Heels can move it forward. Well, stopped up at the West Virginia blue line. Stepping up now, Malone. He's going to be knocked off the puck. Hand goes up. Here's a penalty coming to West Virginia. This will be an important one for the Tar Heels as Gleason shields the puck from Ducalo, but can't keep him off of it. So we'll get the whistle, and I believe this is going to go down as an interference penalty against the Mountaineers. We'll see who the guilty party is. I still haven't seen, maybe he's sitting down in there now. I don't see a West Virginia player in the penalty box. He is sitting down. So a 2-minute man advantage here for North Carolina. This is an important one as they've given up the last 3 goals. Foster in control. Tar Heels holding on off the draw. Saboden down low, working with it Hogan. Back up top for Foster at the blue line. He'll throw it on goal, and a nice save made by Reno Patrick, who holds on with the glove for another faceoff. .15:09 to go in the period, 1:46 to go in the power play for North Carolina. On their special teams, we talked about their penalty kill, which, again, now 3 kills, and by my count, just 1 shot from West Virginia, and it was, really not a great shot. But their power play has been equally good in ACC play. Good chance there as Hogan steers one on, but the Tar Heels can't put the rebound back on goal, and West Virginia clears it all the way down. Tar Heels Really got to get this in the offensive end. We'd love to see them do what West Virginia did in that first period and get some momentum. Even if they don't score, just get some zone time. Wraparound chance denied as Ben Hogan tried to stuff it in. It'll be cleared out again by the Mountaineers. Good penalty kill so far, about halfway through it. Foster looking to break out. Up the wall for Saboden on the near side. He'll backhand it along to be picked up by David Mahan. Cuts in front, missed the slapper wide into the corner. Saboden near side. Swipes it behind the net. First one there, though, is Isaiah Forsyth. He can't clear. Foster holds the zone. Into the middle, high slot shot, didn't get through. Traffic in front, the Tar Heels couldn't get a shot away. Patrick didn't know where the puck was momentarily. Another chance. That one didn't get through either as Daniel Jones tried to put that one in. It looks like it hit Palak Unick. He's in some pain heading towards the West Virginia bench. About 30 seconds left on the man advantage. Douthit leaves it behind the net for Foster. Evans comes in and steals it, though. Swiped up the wall by Patrick Kramer, who takes it away from Evans. They'll move it forward. Kramer gets to the loose puck at center ice. Into the zone he goes. Wrists it right into the breadbasket of Patrick, who holds on for another face-off with 19 seconds left on the power play. .13:42 to go in the period. Offensive zone face-off for Noah Friedman and the Tar Heels. He'll be up against DeCarlo of West Virginia, who wins it back behind the net, but the Tar Heels are the first to it. Kramer trying to shield off Beal. Forces it out in front and all the way down the ice. And that will effectively kill off the rest of the power play for UNC. They're now 0 for 2 on the man advantage. And the two teams have combined 0 for 5 on the power play tonight. Holding on to it, Malone. Across to Patrick Kramer at the red line. He's just going to flip it in. Swatted right back out by Plotkin. A collision at the blue line. Play will continue. Again, West Virginia lifts it out. Malone stops it up at his own blue line. Plotkin turns it right back. Can't hold on to it, though. Friedman around the wall. It'll be taken there by Panchizin. Sweeps it to the far side. First one to it is Nick Lane. Knocked off the puck, but he gets it deep. Panchizin out in front. And again, a line change will do in West Virginia on the forecheck, as that one's sent all the way down. That's the second time they've looked back to that point right next to their own bench and haven't had someone there to receive the pass. Going deep again. Stankiewicz on the forecheck. Steals it away. Looks out in front. Big pad save by Douthit as it was steered on in close quarters. 12:20 to go in this second period. One goal for the Mountaineers here early in this second. And that has extended their lead to 3-1. And UNC really, since giving up that first goal, have not been able to get back control of this hockey game. A lot of it has been dictated, it feels like at least, by West Virginia outside of that last 2 minutes on the power play. Delaney on the far corner. He'll send it back behind his own net. Forsyth up the boards. It's poked out by Stankiewicz. Chipped in now by number 43, Ty Buckley. He'll get to it. Knocked off the puck nicely by Kendrick Holmes. Loose behind the net. Feels Kendrick Holmes in control. Up the wall. Reeves sends it to the middle. That pass intercepted by Stankiewicz. He'll leave it at the blue line. In comes Buckley. Shot. Shoulder save made by Douthit. He'll stop the rebound and maybe made another save there as well. Way to stand tall by Will Douthit. Tar Heels now will move back forward. Tawari into the offensive zone. Throws one on goal. Easily handled by Patrick. And West Virginia moves back out. A stretch pass is too long for Buckley. And it'll be all the way down for icing with 11:15 to go. Couple of big saves there from Will Douthit. Maybe a third. I'm not sure in all that chaos if it was 2 or 3, but it was at least a couple. And he does a nice job keeping the Tar Heels right now within striking distance. Face-off to the right of Reno Patrick, the West Virginia netminder. Hogan to take it for the Tar Heels. And it'll be one backwards. One-timer from Miglior. Blockered away by Patrick. And the Tar Heels trying to get it back to the blue line. That was Hogan who missed Miglior and sent it all the way down. And West Virginia with a nice forecheck keeps it in. Mohart centers for Shepard, still loose in the low slot. Mohart slaps at it, and it skitters just wide of the far post. Kept in on the far blue line by West Virginia. Looking to the middle, a one-timer from Murphy is swallowed up by Douthit. But good pressure from West Virginia, and they'll get an offensive zone faceoff here. Well, I had them outshot 8-5 in the first period. They've already got 7 shots on goal, though, here in the second for West Virginia. Tar Heels with 5. But some work to be done. Hogan wins the draw for UNC. Banked up the wall by Jones, but not out. Now Foster collects, and he'll carry it through neutral ice. Trying to work his way past Plotkin, and he's able to get deep with the puck. Has it tied up in his skates behind the net. Now Mangle battling for it. He comes away with possession. Knocked off his stick, though, and now Chase Shepard will cycle back for West Virginia. Great work by the Tar Heels to keep it in. High slot, Foster loses control. Here's a chance. Save made by Patrick, and they can't get to the rebound. That was Mangle with the shot. Backhanded out in front from behind the net. Flipped out in front once again, and West Virginia doing a great job on the posts. And we got a little extracurriculars going on the side of the net. And that's going to result in a penalty. Whether it's going to be matching minors or one team's going to be on the power play, we'll find out. It looks like it'll be matching penalties for Plotkin and Hogan. Just about halfway through this hockey game, Tar Heels starting to get some more zone time here in this second period, trying to build off of that power play. And they're going to have, well, we'll wait and see whether they're going to call this 4-on-4. It looks like it will be 4-on-4 hockey with the 2 men in the box. Well, this is a great chance for North Carolina. I feel like they've got a bit of an advantage speed-wise on this West Virginia team. They're going to have some more space out there to use it now. Mountaineers control the draw, but the Tar Heels will quickly take over at his own blue line. Gleason, D-to-D looking for Malone, a little bit too far out of his reach. Tar Heels able to clear it in, but they're going to get a 4-on-3 coming up here as Leighton Walsh was knocked down late as the puck went by. Big chance here for North Carolina. Talk about a lot of space. You usually have 10 skaters. Now you only got 7. And you got 1:46 of 4-on-3 hockey here. $9:50 to go in the period. And a great chance here for UNC. They'll control off the faceoff. Top of the near circle. They'll send it across. It's Foster. Walking along that far board. Thrown to Malone, who wrists one high and wide. Collected, though, by Leighton Walsh. He'll work with it far circle. Sends it to the slot. Nobody there to put a shot on goal. Foster holds the zone. And he'll carry it into the corner. Taken down. Play will continue. Into the near corner. Mahan chases after it. Leaves it at the blue line. And the D-to-D pass intended for Foster skips out of the zone. 1:08 left on the 4-on-3. 1:20 left on the power play for the Tar Heels. Slap shot went wide. All the way out of the zone. Malone will reset. Down the near wall, he's got Foster. Chip to the far side. Now it's Noah Friedman. He'll dust it off. Leaves it for Foster as they swap places. Back to the middle. Out of the reach of Malone and Friedman. And Simon Malone takes it off the wall over to the Foster for the one-timer. Save made by Patrick. Rebound put just wide. And West Virginia will clear it off the wall, but not out. Malone holds the blue line. He'll carry it down the far wing to the middle. One-timer from Mahan blocked away. Again, Friedman up top. Foster holds onto it. Takes the shot, and it'll be held onto by Reno Patrick, who made a couple of big saves there for West Virginia. And they're still 27 seconds away from any kind of relief. It'll still be a power play, but the Mountaineers and the Tar Heels will both get a player back. It'll go from 4-on-3 to 5-on-4 for approximately 14 seconds. Tar Heels win the draw. Jones over to Gleason on the far side. D-to-D back to Jones. He'll take the shot. Faked it at least. Now throws it back to Gleason. He'll wrist one towards the net. That hit a body in front and deflected to the far wall. Saboden collects. He'll walk the line. Leaves it for Gleason. Back across to Saboden, top of the near circle. Wrist shot shouldered away nicely by Patrick. Tar Heels now looking at 5-on-4 for 14 seconds. Jones with the shot. Missed the near side of the net and deflected back behind the goal. Gleason holds the zone for the moment. Plotkin fresh on the ice, or pardon me, that's Evangelista. Helps clear it out into the neutral zone, and he picks up a loose puck. Leaves it for Evans. Wrist shot. Hit the stick of Gleason and deflected wide, and the power play comes to a close. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey with 7:40 left in the second. Stolen away in the far corner. Sent to the middle, and Motzko unable to get a stick to it. Well, that could have been 4-1 for West Virginia. Saboden carrying it forward. Lifts it to the near side. Glove down by Kramer and swatted back behind the Mountaineer net. Forsythe the first to it for the West Virginia Mountaineers. Up the wall. They can't clear it. Malone will hold on and has it deflected up and out of play. 7:20 left in this second period now. A bit of a missed opportunity for North Carolina. They had well over a minute. In fact, it was about 1:45 of 4-on-3 hockey. And it is still just a one-man advantage in that scenario, but a ton of space to try and make something happen, and they just couldn't get it done. So it'll stay 3-1. West Virginia wins the draw, chips it up into the neutral zone, and here comes the Mountaineers. Over to the near side. Shot, they score. Van Chizen finishes the pass from Mitchell DiCarlo, and it's 4-1 Mountaineers. And the goals all coming at the right time for West Virginia as they'll move forward again right off the draw. Tar Heels trying to break it out. They get stopped up at the red line. Chasing it down near side is Wills Kendrick Holmes. Trying to shovel it along the wall. Just trying to force it in and can't. Turned back the other way by West Virginia. Van Chizen, the most recent goal scorer, pestering David Mahan, who gets it deep, but Pyatt pins it in the far corner. 3 Tar Heels in there trying to knock it loose. They can't come away with possession, and West Virginia clears it all the way down. Douthit settles it for Malone. He'll carry behind the net. Looking up the far wall, Stankiewicz disrupts that. Mahan sends it back behind. Malone to the near wall for Saboden. Ooh, Saboden just missed a heavy hit from Delaney. And he leaves it for Gleason. Looking cross ice. It hit a stick, but still gets to Mahan. He'll carry it in. Double team there. Lane knocks it off his stick and clears it back to the Tar Heel blue line. Under 6 to go in the second period. Gleason, a bouncing pass all the way up to Beeson at the West Virginia blue line. Looking to the middle, trying to find Friedman. And it just missed his stick. And the Tar Heels trying to set up the forecheck here. They haven't been really effective on their forecheck for most of this game. They were early. Here comes Stankiewicz now, trying to drag around Gleason. A nice stick from Jack Gleason to knock it away. And now he'll carry it out. Looking up the far wall, overshoots Friedman. And it'll be Nick Lane retreating for West Virginia. Can't clear it out. Nice job holding the zone by Beeson on the far wall. He finds Friedman in the corner. It's knocked back behind the net. Stankiewicz going into a battle here with Beeson. Nice work by Beeson. Gets physical, gets the puck. They score! Looks like Patrick Kramer breaks through for the Tar Heels here in the second. And a very important goal for North Carolina as they cut the lead down to 2. Well, unofficially, we'll call it Kramer from Beeson and Friedman. But that's something for the Tar Heels to build on. Got to defend here, though. Mohart brings it in for West Virginia. He finds Murphy. Back up the near wall. One of the officials takes a tumble, and the Tar Heels break it out. Foster finds Hogan, breaking in. He scores on the breakaway. It's Hogan. 2 quick goals for the Tar Heels in just 24 seconds, and it's a 1-goal game. Great look from Foster to find Hogan. Oh, and it was not looking great for the Tar Heels just 30 seconds ago, and things have definitely changed as they pick up a big one on the breakaway. And off the draw, scrum at center ice. Tar Heels control and get it deep. Battle in the far corner. Reese gets to it. Reeves loses his edge. They'll move it back behind the net. Plotkin first to it for the Mountaineers, trying to clear it up the wall, can't get it out. Shoveled back towards the middle by Reese. Intercepted by West Virginia. Evans sends it into the near corner. Poked along by Plotkin, and again the Tar Heels hold the blue line. Good chance there for Tawari, but it was in his skates and he couldn't control. West Virginia alleviates some pressure as they get it out. Back for it is Reeves. Swats it up the wall for a second time. Daniel Jones gets to it. He gets tangled up with a West Virginia stick and goes down, but play will continue again. Jones back in control in his own end. He'll carry it back behind the net. A little bit of pressure. He sends it up the wall. First one to it is a Mountaineer at the red line. That was James Beal. Stripped by Walsh, though. With some speed, Jones into the far circle, throws it on net, and a big save made by Patrick. Tar Heels starting to feel it. 3.5 minutes to go. They'd love another one, although they got themselves in a great position late in this period. Patrick has a little bit of trouble with that one, sends it up the wall, but not out. With some help, it will be cleared out by Pan Chizen, who right now has the difference maker. That 4th goal for West Virginia. He'll throw it on Douthit. Easy pad save for the UNC netminder. Steered back behind the net. Tar Heels looking to break out the far wall. Kendrick Holmes' attempt does not work out. Leighton Walsh there follows it up. They can't get it up to the red line. Back into Karen. He'll send it off the boards looking for Saboden, but it's too far. Beal lifts it off the glass and out again for West Virginia. Douthit steers the clearance into the corner. Goes Kendrick Holmes. Bank pass up the wall. They'll fight for it at the blue line, and it looks like the Tar Heels came in offsides. Look down the line at the netting to see if maybe it popped up into the netting, but I do think it will be an offsides call on the Tar Heels. Either way, the faceoff is going to be on top of the West Virginia blue line here on the near side. 2:38 to go in the period. It's been a roller coaster of a game so far. Tar Heels took a 1-0 lead, then gave up 4 straight, and now scored 2 goals in 24 seconds just recently to make it a 1-goal hockey game. They'll put some pressure on here. West Virginia able to clear, but not very far. Good pressure from UNC. Got to check up on a delayed offsides. That'll give Evans time to track it down. And they'll try and clear once again. Stankiewicz in control for West Virginia. Took it away from Friedman. Good work at the blue line. They'll keep it in. Backhanded right in on Patrick, who will make the save. And the Tar Heels continue to go to work. Beeson, pressure behind the net. Trying to stuff it out in front. There's Friedman. Couldn't get it to go. Sends it back out in front. Patrick made a save, and West Virginia will clear away the rebound. Good pressure from the Tar Heels. Under 2 to go now in the second. Working with it, Gleason. He'll shovel it in. Steered away by Reno Patrick. Lifted up the wall and out. West Virginia going to go off for a change as this one doesn't have enough for icing. Gleason sends it right back up the wall. Missed Patrick Kramer with it, and so it skitters all the way down the ice. It'll be icing. Well, it really wasn't looking great for the Tar Heels not that long ago. But they did to West Virginia what West Virginia did to them in the first period. A couple of quick ones. Unfortunately for the Tar Heels, it didn't give them the lead like it did West Virginia, but it has given them a lot of the momentum here. Zach Mangel backhands it to the middle for Hogan. He scored the last one on the breakaway. He'll pick up speed down the right wing, and he's offsides. You got a pretty good look at it there. Looked like the puck hopped his stick for a moment. and that slowed him down just enough to put him off sides. And so the faceoff comes back out on top of that West Virginia blue line. 1:22 to go in the second period. Hogan on the draw, but it's West Virginia's Mohart who wins it. But the Tar Heels with that forecheck turn it over. Can't get it to the net. Diving play to get it into neutral ice. Good hustle there from Mohart. And here comes Murphy. Cuts to the middle. High slot. Takes the shot. And a stand-up save made by Will Douthit. Big one and a heavy hit by Mohart in the near corner to knock the puck loose. He's got control now. He'll be thrown into the boards from behind. Will play on. And an official right here, they say it's clean. Tar Heels have a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Up to Hogan, down the near wing. Back to the middle. Here's a chance, and it's a tie hockey game. Daniel Jones makes it 3 straight for the Tar Heels, and it's 4-4 with 45 seconds left in the second. Jones on senior night picks one up. He's not the only senior to score either, but it has been a heck of a comeback here from the Tar Heels in the last 5 minutes of this period. And I think West Virginia's not happy about that hit. Happened right in front of me. I believe it was Miglior who put Mohart into the boards head first. And if you're being objective, I think that absolutely should have been called a penalty, and I think that's what the West Virginia bench is upset about, and I think rightfully so. But the Tar Heels certainly going to take the goal they get and tie this hockey game up with it. So we'll restart play. Tar Heels in control, going to go right on the attack, and they'll send it right in on Reno Patrick. And West Virginia again not happy as Mahan came in, and I couldn't tell if it was intentional or not, and ended up spraying the goaltender with some snow there. Off the offensive faceoff, Tar Heels going to have to go on the forecheck as West Virginia wins the draw. They'll get it deep. Wills Kendrick Holmes the first to it. Takes the hit as he sends it around the boards for Karen. He's pinned there by Evangelista. Back to the point, Pyatt. D to D with Beal. Sends it to the net. Pad save made by Douthit on the near side. Evans sends it back to the point. Beal again through traffic. Cotton skates. Shot on, and Douthit makes another big save. Will Douthit. Not sure I could even say it was a shaky start for him. Certainly, I'm sure he's not happy with giving up 4 goals, but for the most part, they haven't been his fault. But he has looked really, really good here as the Tar Heels have gotten themselves back into this hockey game. Just under 14 seconds to go, an important draw here late. Friedman wins it for the Tar Heels. Malone gets to it in the near corner, sends it up the wall for Kramer. It'll be batted down, and Friedman now. West Virginia going to back off. Beeson, I didn't see how he lost his stick, but he lost control of his stick, and the puck will be steered back into the Tar Heel end. Friedman takes a hit at the buzzer, and the two teams will head to the locker room. Well, it looked like West Virginia had taken over. They were up 4-1 with just over 7 minutes to go in the second, but 3 goals, 2 of them coming 24 seconds apart, have tied this one up as the Tar Heels and the Mountaineers knotted at 4 after 40 minutes. Welcome back to the Orange County Sportsplex. Boy, has it been a wild 40 minutes here between the North Carolina Tar Heels and the West Virginia Mountaineers. Tar Heels scored first in the first period, then they proceeded to give up 4 straight, which ended with a goal early in the second period from Stankiewicz of West Virginia, and it was a 4-1 advantage. The Mountaineers seemed to have control, but kind of like the Mountaineers did in the first period, the Tar Heels got a couple of power plays, they got some zone time, and they used that to build up some momentum, and boy, did they blow the doors off West Virginia in the last 5 minutes. 2 goals, 24 seconds apart. cut the lead down to 1, and then late in the period, a little bit of a controversial play, as down here in the near corner, right behind us right here, is where it happened. It was Mohart of West Virginia. Nick Mohart was knocked down by Joe Miglior from behind, and was somewhat of a benign play, but it was a hit from behind into the boards. West Virginia wasn't all too happy with it, but play continued. Daniel Jones broke in, had an open shot, took it, and scored. And with 45 seconds left in the period, he tied it up at 4. So all the momentum seems to have swung back to the Tar Heels. They've got a great chance here in the third period to come out strong and take back the lead that they had in the first period. It should be a wild third period coming up. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you're the Tar Heels, you got to continue to move with that momentum that you had at the end of the second period. Get the puck deep. One thing that started to work really well is they chip it up and out. They'd beat the West Virginia defenseman to the puck in the neutral zone, and then they'd have an odd man rush moving in. That created a couple of their goals late in that second period, and some more of that should give them some great chances in the third. It's going to be a great one. The Zamboni getting close to finishing up, getting the ice ready for these guys, and we'll have the last 20 minutes coming up here shortly. 4-4, West Virginia and North Carolina locked in a good one as we head to the third period.
Advice for future agents. Oh, hold on to your seat, guys. It's gonna be an amazing ride. It's tough at first. That first year is always tough, but you work hard and you can play hard. So if you can just stick with it, especially through that first year, every year after will be very abundant. So don't give up. This is a long ride, not a little short one.
You come to us with a license, a phone, a car, a laptop, work ethic and personality, and your businesses can grow from there.
The foundation, the leads, the leadership. I feel like the leadership here is great at Health Markets, and I'm very happy to be here. It's a great opportunity for any individual that would like to be in sales.
Do not minimize the power of the collective. When one has an issue, we all work on it and we figure it out. And that was something that was unique to me, to be in a room where everybody's competitive, but yet Health Market structure is such that you encourage and help each other. Through the lead system they have, there's no competition. As a matter of fact, probably double agents and still not satisfy the need that today's consumer has for accurate health insurance information. There's no concern on any of our part. As a matter of fact, we just can't get to all the clients. So come on in, the water's fine.
It's your choice how you want to take your business, where you want to do it, how you want to grow it. It's your baby. Health Markets has unlimited resources. I worked at many jobs before where they didn't have the resources that I needed to be as successful as I would like to be. At Health Markets, I call it a mini franchise. All you have to do is plug and play. It's all there for you, from leads to websites to Facebook to training. You can do your whole career and learn everything you ever needed to learn right there from our resource center.
I find a lot of gratitude in this job because I'm able to, on a daily basis, help individuals. The money that I'm able to save their families and the protection that I'm able to give them has been very rewarding for me personally, because I have a huge heart towards helping and serving others, and this job definitely has given me the opportunity to meet that need for myself in serving them and taking care of their families.
I like to say that we cover you from head to toe, including your eyes and teeth, without costing you an arm and a leg. That's the Health Markets difference.
40 minutes down, 20 to go here at the Orange County Sportsplex. It is a 4-4 hockey game here between the West Virginia Mountaineers and your North Carolina Tar Heels. Just about set to start the final period, and we expect it to be a good one. Tar Heels have scored the last 3 after giving up 4 straight to fall behind 4-1, and we'll see if they can carry that momentum into this final period. They'll control in their own end as we start play. Wrapped around the wall by Jones, up and out, and it'll be chased down by West Virginia. Palahunin receives the DDD pass from Pyatt, sends it deep. Tar Heels will have to chase it down, no icing, right in on the side of the goal, and a shot there from Penchison was off the mark. And the Tar Heels will go to work again trying to break out. Hogan leaves it in that far corner, intercepted, right out in front, and a big slap shot stopped by a Douthit. Golden chance there for Brown, but it'll stay 4-4 early in this third period.
I've still got the Tar Heels at a slight advantage in the shots, 19-17. But there was a point in that second period where it had been all West Virginia. They'll control and get it deep on the offensive zone draw. Gleason collects behind his own net, breaks it out himself, and finds Leighton Walsh, who can't quite corral it in neutral ice. They'll battle for it in front of the penalty box area. Collected loose by Mahan. Across to the near side, Gleason gains the red line, sends it in. Reno Patrick will stop it behind the net. Leaves it for Forsyth, who can't get to it. Mahan back up top. Gleason shot through traffic, didn't get on goal. The Tar Heels a great chance there. Walsh out in front, they score! It hits somebody in front, and the Tar Heels were able to finish it 1 minute and 13 seconds into this third period. It's Misha Sabodin who puts home the go-ahead goal. Well, these are the guys we talked about it being senior night, and they're certainly honoring the seniors for North Carolina tonight, but guys like Walsh and Sabodin are going to become the core group for this UNC team next year, and it's a bright future. Here's another chance. Friedman, one of the seniors, backhand out in front, high slot one-timer from Beeson, hit some traffic in front, didn't get to the net. Tar Heels able to hold the blue line on the near side. Back behind the goal, Friedman will track it down. Throws it off the net, back to the near corner for Kramer. He'll drop it to Karen at the point, but it's a weak drop, and it'll be picked up by Murphy. West Virginia moving forward. Nice drag move by Murphy. The shot, and another big save made by Will Douthit. He's had to make a couple here in the first 4 minutes of the period, or 2 minutes, I should say. And he's certainly a big reason, even though he's given up 4 goals on what right now is about 19 shots. He has made some big saves to keep the Tar Heels in it as well. Foster knocked down, bringing the puck in. It's loose up near the blue line. Knocked down by Jones. Backhanded to the middle, hit a stick and popped up to the near corner. Hogan slides it back behind the net. Tracking it down, Palahunik. He sidesteps a check but loses the puck, and it's held in at the blue line by Hogan. Off the wall, out in front, stepping to it, Pyatt will clear it out of danger and lift it into neutral ice. At the red line, it's Jones. D-to-D with Gleason. Looking to send it back deep. That's shut down. Evangelista will leave it for number 19, Cooper Motzko. He has it knocked away by Jones. Gaining the red line and sending it neat, Palahunik. Tar Heels will retreat. Miglior behind his own net. Looking up the near wall, he finds Foster at the blue line. He'll carry it through the neutral zone. Loses his edge and spins out. Here comes West Virginia. Now DiCarlo looking to tie the game. His shot from the high slot is blocked. Tar Heels take back over, and it'll be cleared up the far side. Racing to it for the Tar Heels is Tawari. He'll be knocked off the puck by Plotkin, who sends it around the wall. Gleason holds the zone, looks to the high slot. That pass intercepted and cleared back out into the neutral zone. Reeves gets to it. His backhand dump in is sent right back to the Tar Heel blue line. Loose puck on the near side. Gleason gets to it, takes the hit, and leaves it for Simon Malone. Malone will weave through traffic, carries it into the near corner, turns with it, looks to the middle, puts it right on the stick of Josh Plotkin, and he'll clear it out. Panchizin knocks it down. He'll move forward. Nice play by Reeves to knock him off the puck. Tar Heels collect in the neutral zone. Tawari trying to further it along. That'll be shut down at the West Virginia blue line. Tar Heels need a change. Gaining the red line, sending it in, Ty Buckley. Near corner, Gleason gets to it again. Sends it up the wall. Kept in by the Mountaineers at the blue line. Back behind the net, they'll fight for it. Loose out on the side of the goal. Nice little poke check there from Douthit to poke it back into the corner. Swatted around the wall by Gleason. Sabodin trying to sidestep a check, but he left the puck there. West Virginia gets it deep again. Breakout pass off the far wall. Looking for Sabodin. It's too strong. Good pressure here from West Virginia. Finally, the Tar Heels control in neutral ice. Picking up speed is Sabodin. He'll chip and chase. First one to it, sends it out in front. Poked on goal, and a nice save by Patrick, as crashing into the net was David Mahan with a good point-blank chance.
It's not good. It's not good. It's not good.
15:45 to go in the third. Friedman to take the draw up against Mohart of West Virginia. Wins it back to Kendrick Holmes. One-timer through traffic, bodied down by Patrick, and the rebound knocked into the far corner. Sent back behind the net by Friedman. No one there in a blue jersey, and Lane will send it up the wall. They'll battle for it along the boards. Tar Heels come away with it. Friedman loses it in his skates. Cleared back to neutral ice. Mohart looking to the middle for a teammate, and he finds Chase Shepard. He'll speed through the neutral zone. Lifts it in, throws it to the slot, right through the legs of Ben Murphy, who couldn't get a stick to it, and the Tar Heels clear the zone. Panahunik first to it. And he will send it all the way down. It'll be icing, as Panahunik couldn't connect with a teammate on the near wall. So they'll take it back into the West Virginia end with 15:10 to go. Ben Hogan will take this draw up against Nick Mohart. Mohart wins it. Lane trying to clear it up the boards and out, but can't get it out of the blue line. Wristed high by Hogan as the Tar Heels keep the pressure on. Hogan has it. Oh, it just missed the near post. Foster put it through the legs of Patrick. It hit his skate and just skittered wide of the near post. Another chance in front for Foster on the deflection goes wide. He'll send it out in front, and Hogan's slapper misses the near side post. Back to the blue line, Miglior. He'll throw it through traffic. That one whistles wide to the near side. Pinching in, Jones holds the zone. Hogan will chase it down in the near corner. Some pressure there from Lane. Hogan goes down. The play will continue. Tar Heels keep the zone again. Henry Foster to it. Bodied up by Panahunik behind the net. Foster, pin there, out in front. Stuff chance, a couple of tries. They couldn't get it to go. That was Mangle. And the Tar Heels with some great pressure here. Ben Murphy, breakout pass, finds Mohart on and off his stick, and we've got a whistle that'll stop play. There was a little bit of pushing and shoving between Foster and I believe it was Murphy over there who made that breakout pass. They got into it a bit. Or no, maybe it would have been Panahunik. He's going to go to the box. I got to think these are matching, and there is a Tar Heel in there as well that I believe. That's Svoboden in there. Don't have a good look at him. Either way, though, we'll be playing 4-on-4 hockey here. So the face-off will be right in front of the Tar Heel blue line. And for the second time tonight, we're playing 4-on-4 hockey. Walsh goes down off the face-off as Mahan brings it in and hits the post on a breakaway. Walsh was slow to get up. I thought he might head to the bench, but he'll stay in the play. That's good news for the Tar Heels. He had an assist on that last goal that gave them the lead. Evangelista. Walsh takes it away from him. It's in the skates of Mahan. Comes loose. Tar Heels still in control. Again, it's Mahan. Stick handles through traffic. Top of the near circle. Wrist one on goal. Easy stick save by Reno Patrick. Loose puck picked up in the corner by Walsh. He'll walk the blue line, or the boards. Back to the blue line for Gleason. He puts it in the skates of Malone. Tried to swat it on goal. That one's deflected away. And West Virginia has a chance to break out once again. Up the near wall. Evangelista gains the red line and chips it in. Knocked down by Gleason and sent back to the blue line. Simon Malone picks it up for the Tar Heels. He'll carry it in. Takes a hit from Pyatt as he gets it back behind the net. Good forecheck from Mahan to knock the puck loose. It's Malone. Fanning on the pass, still has it in the corner. Lifts it back behind. First one to it, Pyatt. Up the wall, he's got Evangelista. He'll lift it right into the back of Misha Svoboden. Got 45 seconds left on 4-on-4 hockey. Well, it is Henry Foster of the Tar Heels who is in the box, along with Panahunik. Those are the two matching minors for roughing, and now West Virginia sends it all the way down for an icing call. Closing in on the halfway point of this third period. It's been a heck of a hockey game, and we're certainly not close to being done yet. Tar Heels, though, carrying the play for the most part here in the third, and they've benefited with the go-ahead goal. Svoboden to Kahlo on the face-off. Misha Svoboden wins it for the Tar Heels. He'll control. Along the hashes on the near wall. Has some space, so he'll keep control. Down below the goal line, he's got Kramer looking for Saboden in the middle. Nice denial by Patrick, who stuck the stick out to disrupt that pass. Saboden again. 15 seconds left of 4-on-4 hockey. Back to Karen at the blue line. He'll send it behind the net off the wall. Chasing it down in the far corner, Patrick Kramer has Beal on him, who knocks him off the puck. Trying to backhand it out. Kramer there to knock his man off the puck again, though. Patrick Kramer along to Saboden, looking out in front. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Wills Kendrick Holmes at the blue line. Dumps it deep. Beal carries it back out. Nice job by Kendrick Holmes to hold the blue line, even if it was momentarily. Puck played with a high stick. West Virginia doesn't want to touch it, so the Tar Heels will, and play will carry on. UNC can't control. Up the ice, DiCarlo had it knocked off his stick. Now Ben Reese going 1-on-2. Good stick from Pyatt, but Reese able to control the puck again in the near corner. Looking back to the blue line, he's got Miglior, who gives it back along the wall. Looking to the middle, chance for Hogan. Shot stopped by Patrick. Might have missed just wide on the near side. They'll battle for it behind the cage. Reese the first to it, sends it out in front. Reeves couldn't get a stick to it, and it'll be cleared out to the red line. Miglior going to carry it right back in as West Virginia tries to get a quick change. They didn't get everybody off, so there's still some tired legs out there. Patrick Lane with a good hit here along the wall. They'll scrum for it. Lane comes away with it. Backhands it around the boards. Losing an edge is Shepard. That will, well, looked like the Tar Heels were going to keep the zone, but Shepard with a second effort gets it out, and the Mountaineers send it all the way down. No icing on the play, so the Tar Heels clear it up and out again. Lane at the red line sends it in. That'll take a hard hop off the wall, and well, this time, not sure if that was a whistle because of a delayed offsides. It certainly looked like he gained the red line. Maybe the net came off its moorings over there. That is not an atypical occurrence here at Orange County Sportsplex. But it will be an offensive zone faceoff for West Virginia as Ty Buckley takes the draw against Hogan of the Tar Heels. Buckley will win it. West Virginia gets to set up in the offensive zone, but nobody in the near corner to collect a dump in. And they'll have to retreat as it's cleared out momentarily. Swatted right back up to the blue line. Tar Heels struggling a bit here. A collision at the blue line. Patrick Kramer stays on his feet, has the puck, but it's poked away. And the loose puck gathered by Friedman. Now Miglior looking to send it in front. Beeson putting some pressure on. Halahunik back in control on the far wall. Sends it to the middle where he finds Buckley, who shoots it right in on Douthit, who blockers it to the far corner. Tar Heels can move it up again. Kramer looking to the middle. He's got Beeson in transition. He'll put the Jets on. Sends it to the middle off the pad of Patrick. Deflected to the near side where Delaney can collect. And again, West Virginia sends it deep, but they didn't gain the red line first. And that'll bring it all the way back down. Or no, pardon me. It looks like Douthit actually got to that one. Not always the easiest to see from the other side of the rink. Looks like Douthit actually had to put a glove on that. I didn't think it got to the red line. But it'll be another offensive zone face-off. This time it's UNC winning the draw. Still a struggle to get it out. We talked with Alex Evans, who you see up close there at the first intermission from West Virginia. Talked about putting the pressure on in the offensive end and how that worked well to help them put a couple on the board late in the first. They're starting to do that again here in the second half of the third period. Behind the Tar Heel net. Collecting is Malone. Looking straight up the middle. Bit of a dangerous pass, but he finds David Mahan to carry forward. Mahan down the left wing. Getting a stick to it for West Virginia was number 64, Isaiah Forsythe. Tar Heels able to maintain the offensive zone, though. Sent to the far corner. Walsh will get to it first for UNC. Trying to circle around that far circle. It has it poked off his stick and lifted to the red line. Tar Heels send it back deep. They need a change. Graham Karen fresh onto the ice. Keeps it in at the near blue line. Lugs it behind the net. Sends it out in front. Swatted on goal by Mangle. Good stick save by Reno Patrick. Not a hard one, but an important one. He controlled the rebound as well. Tar Heels retreating into their own end. There'll be a four-man scrum in that far corner. Mountaineers come away with it. Wrist shot from Plotkin missed the net. Loose out in front. Douthit will go down on his stomach and make the save to keep it a one-goal game. 8:35 to go in this third period. Tar Heels scored in the first minute of this period, or a little over a minute. Minute 13 in, it was Misha Sabotin from Leighton Walsh. That's the difference right now. And West Virginia wanted to make a change, but it looks like they made that decision a little too late. They wanted to change their defensive pairings, and the official's not going to let them. So it'll be Mohart winning the draw for West Virginia. Mountaineers, not a major majority, but they have won the majority of faceoffs here in the third. Stopped there by Douthit along the far wall. But the Tar Heels going to break out. They got an odd man rush if they hurry. Kramer looking to the middle, off a skate, and it's stopped up by Reno Patrick. Not sure if it would have counted had it gone in. Now, you don't have the benefit of replay here in the ACHA, but that could have been considered a kicking motion by Friedman, but it'll be a non-issue as it's frozen by Patrick of West Virginia. 8:12 to go now. Offensive zone draw for the Tar Heels. It'll be Buckley and Hogan on the draw, or Reese, pardon me. Reese wins it for the Tar Heels. Back behind the net, looking out front for Tawari. That pass intercepted, and here goes Buckley with some speed. He's going to send it deep and go after it. Trying to keep him off the puck was Daniel Jones, who does a good job. Tar Heels trying to move it up and out. Stalled out at the blue line for a moment. Reese is able to force it into neutral ice. Tar Heels gain the red line, send it deep into the far corner. First one to it is Reese. He'll chip it behind the net. Now Delaney in control for West Virginia. Goes rink wide, looking for a teammate there in Stankiewicz. It's on and off his stick. Tar Heels back in control. Mahan collects at the red line. Carries it down the left wing. Has a stick get tangled up in his body. He loses the puck. West Virginia in control. Evans takes a hit to break it out. He finds Evangelista, who gets around Miglior into the zone. He's got a man in the middle if he needs it, and he can't push the puck in front of the net. Well defended by the Tar Heels, and they'll send it into the neutral zone again. Isaiah Forsythe at the red line sends it right back in. Down to 7 minutes to play. Tar Heels still with a 1-goal advantage. They've scored 4 straight after giving up 4 straight to go behind 4-1. It's all been a game of runs so far. Big hit at the blue line, and the Tar Heels going to be called for a penalty here. I believe it'll be Leighton Walsh, who hit Tyler Pyatt, and Pyatt down at the blue line in front of his own bench at the moment. And it will be Walsh. They will call it a tripping penalty, so it looks like he clipped the legs of Pyatt, who it's good to see is up and okay. He'll go to the bench just shaken up. But this is a huge man advantage for West Virginia. And it looks like West Virginia has called their timeout here. That's probably a good decision. 6:49 to go. They're going to have a 2-minute power play here after the minor penalty to Leighton Walsh for tripping. But this is a chance here, as I mentioned, West Virginia, and again, unofficial count, I have them at 6-5 advantage on faceoffs. So they have a slight advantage, or do at least in this period. So if they can win the draw and set up their power play, they're going to give themselves a good chance here to try and even up this hockey game and force overtime. They'll break the huddles up here as the timeout is over. We'll see what West Virginia has drawn up. This will be the first power play for either team here in the third. They had both had 3 through the first 2 periods, and they had all come up empty. Tar Heels are hoping for that again. Their penalty kill has been solid. They've only given up 1 or 2 shots on the 3 power plays, and they'll immediately win the draw and clear the zone. Not what the Mountaineers had drawn up, I would guess. Evangelista collects. He'll pick up speed through his own end. He'll be forced into the boards, loses the puck, and again, the Tar Heels clear. You can hear the crowd getting into it here. They sense that this is an important power play to kill off. To the near side, it's Alex Evans carrying it in. He'll gain the blue line, sends it all the way around the boards to the far side. Stopped up there by Evangelista. He's pickpocketed by Simon Malone, who gets it to neutral ice. D for Mohart. He'll lug it back in. All the way down into the near corner, sends it around the wall. Again, Evangelista stops it with a skate on the far side. Trying to force it deep. Tar Heels disrupt that. Stopped out in front. A big save by Douthit. Still loose in the low slot. Tar Heels get to it and clear it away. Will Douthit continuing to make timely saves for the Tar Heels. 55 seconds left on the West Virginia power play. Plotkin moving forward. Looks to Murphy down the near right wing. He'll tip it deep, putting some pressure on Wolves Kendrick Holmes as it gets pinned to the wall. Buckley in there to help as well for the Mountaineers. Shadowing it is Ben Reese, another West Virginia player in there to help out. That's Stankiewicz. Worked around the wall. Kept in on the near side by the Mountaineers once again. Behind the net, Stankiewicz. He finds Buckley. Back up to the point. Deflected to Beal. His one-timer whistles wide of the far post. They'll pin it to the far wall. 20 seconds left on the man advantage now. Good zone time here for the Mountaineers. To the middle, Stankiewicz finds a teammate. High slot shot from Plotkin is blocked. He gets it back, takes another try, and that one sent wide. West Virginia still in control. Murphy sending it deep. Got a collision in front of the net, and another penalty coming up to the Tar Heels. Power play is over for the moment, but they're going to go right back on it as the puck is loose. Big hit as the whistle blows, but West Virginia, who is now 0 for 4 on the power play, will get a fifth chance here with 4:44 to go. Well, that's 2 penalties called in a span of 2 minutes and 5 seconds on the Tar Heels. This one will go for interference on Reeves. Off the face-off, stuck in that near corner, pitchforked up to the blue line. Plotkin holds his own for a moment, but a nice job to swat it out of danger by Leighton Walsh. He and David Mahan out there along with Joe Miglior and Daniel Jones to try and kill off another penalty. That's really essentially about 4 minutes and 5 seconds of power play time in a row for West Virginia here. So the Tar Heels penalty killers, they're going to start to wear down as we get into the meat of this power play for West Virginia. Miglior stalling for time behind his own net. West Virginia will pry it loose, and now it gets pinned in the far corner. Back up the wall. Held at the far blue line by Plotkin. D for Mohart. He'll load one up and wrist it wide of the far side. Plotkin holds the zone again as he sends it down the wall for Evangelista. He'll take the shot off the chest of Douthit as he makes another big save. They'll work it around to the near point. Mohart up top for Plotkin. Back to Mohart. They'll play catch. Plotkin with the shot. Hit a body in front. Daniel Jones can't clear. Another opportunity for West Virginia in front. It's loose. They score. Poked home, cleaning up the garbage was Alex Evans. His second of the night. The first power play goal for either side. And we're tied at 5 with 3.5 to go. I'm not sure who the assists will go to. Evangelista might have another one. Very similar. He intentionally made a pass to the middle for Evans on the first West Virginia goal of the game. That one was more of a shot for a rebound, but pretty similar there to the way they scored their first goal of the game. So we're back even again. Tar Heels moving forward. Beeson with a shot. Springboarded off the blocker of Patrick and straight up into the ceiling. So this faceoff will be in the West Virginia end with 3:18 to go. Friedman to take the draw for the Tar Heels up against DiCarlo. And a little bit of a false start there from Pinchisen and Beeson. They'll reset. Friedman wins the draw back for Kramer. He finds Malone. Throws it down on the ice to the net, steered away by the stick of Patrick. They'll fight for it behind the cage. Friedman finds the loose puck. Looking for Beeson, who puts a hit up high on Isaiah Forsyth, and the Tar Heels getting undisciplined here late. It'll be roughing on Beeson for the high hit on Forsyth. And this is a bit of a nightmare situation if you're the Tar Heels. You give up the tying goal on a power play, and now you're going to give the Mountaineers another one. Just 29 seconds after they tied the game. Face off to the near left side of Will Douthit. Mohart on the draw for the Mountaineers up against Ben Hogan. Hogan will win the draw into the near corner. Gleason sends it around the boards, but not out. Held in by Evangelista at the blue line. He'll walk in, looks across, Mohart near circle, sends it on net. Nice pad save made there by Douthit. West Virginia carrying play here late. These penalty killers for the Tar Heels gotta be running out of gas too. It'll be close to 6 minutes of penalty killing in a row for them. As a big shot stopped by Douthit, the rebound didn't go. A gaping 4x6 for the Mountaineers. It was Evans looking for the hat trick and the go-ahead goal, and he couldn't put it on frame. 120 to go, in the power play. Short-handed chance brewing here for Foster, though. And he comes, tries to go short side on Patrick. He'll glove it down and keep the play active. Mohart knocked down by Foster with a big hit. Zach Mangle knocked down from behind. Yet another penalty coming, this time on West Virginia. And we're going to play 4-on-4 hockey for a minute. And then it will be a minute of power play time to finish the game for the Tar Heels. A hit from behind on Shepard. That'll be his first penalty of the evening. But it comes exactly 1 minute after the Tar Heels gave the Mountaineers a very important power play. So this time, UNC, it looks like, will use their timeout. This is the third time today, or this evening, that we've played 4-on-4 hockey. And I'll tell you, couldn't have asked for a much better game here on this Saturday evening between these two teams. It has been everything we expected and more. And now, essentially at this point, of course, you still have 2 minutes left, so especially if a goal comes here in the next 30 seconds, there's still time to get it back, but you're really almost into overtime here. 4-on-4 hockey for the last 2 minutes. In all likelihood, it certainly isn't a guarantee, but in all likelihood, if one of these two teams scores here in 4-on-4, or the Tar Heels on a power play when they get to it, it would likely be the game winner. So we'll see how it goes. Hogan wins it forward. Quickly out to the slot. Loose puck that Foster can't get to, but he'll chase it down in the near corner. Punick behind the net. Pins it to the wall. Has it stolen away. Hogan looks back to the point. Jones walks it over to the top of the far circle. Wrists one right in to the gut of Reno Patrick. I've got both teams at 9 shots and 6 face-off wins on this period. So a very even period. They both also got a goal apiece. Controlled by West Virginia off this draw. They'll move it up the near wall. Evangelista gets around a defender, drags it out in front, and a backhand shot stopped by Douthit. He'll hold on for a face-off with 1:26 to go and 25 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey left. Face off to the blocker side of Douthit. Mohart wins it backwards to Forsyth. Over to Plotkin. He'll throw in through traffic. And it's deflected wide. Going down Malone in the far corner. Still able to get the puck to Saboden. He'll go rink wide. Off the boards, it's taken by Gleason. Bringing it in. Stops as he crosses the blue line. Tar Heels just about ready to go on the power play. One-timer from Malone. Pinballed through traffic and didn't get to the net. It'll be cleared out by West Virginia and all the way down. Not going to have enough for icing. It was still 4-on-4 when that was cleared out, but it's now an abbreviated power play for the Tar Heels here with 45 seconds to go in the game. Mahan, quick slapper. Goes wide, rings around the boards and out. Tar Heels back in control. Leighton Walsh. D across to Gleason, who sends it deep. Patrick stops it behind the West Virginia net. Cleared back up to the near blue line. Gleason to Mahan, who gloves it down. He'll be pickpocketed by Murphy from behind. 27 seconds to go as Murphy sends it in on Douthit to steer away. And the Tar Heels will regroup. Gleason up the near wall. And move it across. Now Saboden down the right wing. Carries it into the corner and behind the net. Down to 9 seconds to go. Circles out in front and wristed it just high and wide. Now Malone through traffic. That one's blocked in front. Saboden loses his edge. Down to 1 second left. And we are going to head to overtime between the West Virginia Mountaineers and your North Carolina Tar Heels. 5-5 the score. Tar Heels scoring a minute 13 seconds into the period. Misha Saboden from Leighton Walsh to take the lead. But late in the third, Alex Evans picks up his second on a power play goal to tie the game with 3.5 minutes to go. And that's where we stand after 60 minutes. So these two teams will have a quick 5-minute overtime period. And then if they so choose, we'll decide it in a shootout. As I understand it, though, once you go to the shootout, to some extent, that's kind of for bragging rights, as both teams will be awarded a draw at that point. But we should be in for a treat here with these 5 minutes. And if you're North Carolina, you got to get the momentum back. West Virginia had taken it over, and part of that was, the Tar Heels' own doing. They took a total, I believe, of 4 penalties. One of them was a matching minor. But 4 penalties, they gave up 3 power plays, and eventually, especially when they all come in succession the way that they did, eventually you're going to give up a power play goal. Your penalty killers are going to get worn out. They're going to make a mistake. They're going to leave somebody open, and you're going to get punished for it. And that's what happened in front of the Tar Heel net. But we're ready to play 4-on-4 hockey now. It'll be Hogan to take the draw against Mohart. Tar Heels also have Foster, Miglior, and Jones out there. UNC wins it forward as we get play going here in overtime. 5 minutes of 4-on-4 hockey. Moving forward, here's a chance for Murphy to end it early. In on goal, and he scores! 15 seconds in, it's Ben Murphy on the breakaway as they break the hearts of the Tar Heels on senior night, coming away with an overtime victory, 6-5. Well, that's a tough one if you're the Tar Heels, but that's what happens when there's extra space on the ice. Now, these two teams, no strangers to playing 4-on-4 hockey today. They played about 5 minutes of it before overtime. But some space for Murphy. He finds a lane for the breakaway, and he puts it past Will Douthit to send the seniors here at North Carolina off on a loss, unfortunately, for UNC. It was a heck of a hockey game and a heck of a finish in overtime. West Virginia 6, North Carolina 5. We'll wrap things up on the postgame when we come back here at the Orange County Sportsplex. Well, it was a disappointing one for the North Carolina Tar Heels here on senior night, falling in overtime at the hands of the West Virginia Mountaineers. Final score 6-5, but it was an exciting hockey game here at the Orange County Sportsplex today. Tar Heels got out to an early lead, scoring in the first 10 minutes of the game, but late in the second, as West Virginia was able to get their forecheck working, they picked up a couple of goals, took a 2-1 lead into the second period, and early on in the second, it was Stankiewicz with the goal to make it 3-1. Later on, it even got to 4-1, and the Tar Heels really were looking like they were out of the hockey game, but they were able to turn things around a big end of the second period as they flipped the script on West Virginia, picked up 3 straight goals late in that period to tie the game up at 4, and it looked like it was all Tar Heels after that. They were able to get going early in the third period. Misha Sabotin picked up a big goal for the Tar Heels in the first 2 minutes that gave them the lead, and it was really even from there on out, but then things started to change. Late in the third period, the Tar Heels bit by the penalty bug. 3 consecutive penalties. It was almost 6 straight minutes of penalty kill time, and eventually your penalty killers are going to wear out. West Virginia, they were able to find Alex Evans in front. Evans tied the game with his second one of the game and sent it to overtime, and it didn't take very long. Just 15 seconds in, Ben Murphy found a hole, got in on a breakaway, slipped it past Will Douthit, and that was all she wrote here at the Orange County Sportsplex. 6-5 the final score. Not quite done here wrapping things up. Head coach Jeff Volkman talking with his team right now, but he'll be back in just a few minutes. We'll wrap things up with him and get his thoughts when we return. UNC Tar Heels, tough loss, coach, 6-5 here on senior night. Before we get into the game, I want to talk about the seniors. Had a big chunk of seniors to celebrate today. Can you talk about what they've meant to this program?
Yeah, I mean, we went a long way as a program, and the things they've done, for the program, and last year was obviously really hard on the guys. So, it's always a tough day, to watch these guys. You see it sink in that it goes by so fast, but we're gonna miss 10 guys there, going into next year.
Yeah, absolutely. And tonight, it felt like it was kind of a game of runs. You give up a streak of goals that allowed West Virginia to take the lead. You get them all right back and even take the lead, and then it's 2 goals late in the game and then in overtime for West Virginia. When it was going well, when the streak was going your way, what was working for you guys? And on the flip side, what were you struggling with when West Virginia had the momentum?
At the end of the day, we were using our speed against them, and we were a faster team than them. And when we were applying the pressure, running our systems down low, getting it out of our zone quick, we were very effective. And we had, the guys were building off energy off that. So, we got away from that a few times, and then obviously at the end of the game, all of a sudden the whistles came out a little bit, and we got ourselves in that trouble, and we have no one to blame but ourselves from that. And I told the guys, let this one sting, because we can't repeat. We have to have 3 perfect games next weekend.
Well, you mentioned next weekend you got the ACCHL tournament, going to be an important one for you guys. Got a chance at heading to regionals if you can perform well at that tournament. So you mentioned letting it sting. How do you regroup and get ready after a tough loss as you head into an important tournament like that?
Yeah, I mean, we use it. We show the guys, we point out, any holes and weaknesses, and Monday we're going to go to work. We already have our plan for Monday, Wednesday. We have 2 practices this week. We're going to come in with a really good mindset. It's mental for us right now, and we have to get back, to our game, in terms of the mental attitude and that mental energy. We're going to be just fine. We're definitely, one of the teams to beat in the tournament. We feel like we can beat any and all 7 other teams that are going to be in there, so it should be a fun ride.
Well, Coach, thank you, first of all, for being accessible to us throughout the season. Happy to cover you guys. Enjoyed it, and good luck next weekend.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Chris. Appreciate it.
That's head coach Jeff Volkman of the Tar Heels. They'll be headed to the ACCHL tournament next weekend. Tonight didn't go their way. Final count here from Orange County Sportsplex. West Virginia 6, North Carolina 5.